Hello and welcome to the Joe McNeil Podcast. This is episode 21.
Oh, what?
I'm joined as always by my co-host, Jehu McNeil.
Hello. Yep.
Hello, what you been up to?
Um,
Wasn't messing with cords.
honestly, just working, I think. Have we done one since my last tournament?
We did. I've got my iPad here. We got show notes here. Yeah, I think we did one with your broken driver. No,
No.
we've not talked about that. So let's do this. Oh yeah, we got some good ones today. It's going to be a little bit of a conspiracy theory episode because they keep coming true, and maybe just rants and things I'm angry at. All right. Yeah, Jay. So what you been up to since last time?
I had a tournament again. It was the Texas Amateur Qualifier. It went better than the U.S. Open Qualifier.
Yeah, actually, it was going good.
Yeah, it was going good until 15. Driver broke on hole 15. Shot the ball out of bounds.
And
yeah,
driver broke. I've broken clubs before, but not the face.
I didn't snap it. Like, it wasn't out of anger or nothing.
No, but the face cracked.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Ended up shooting 71.
Yeah, so one under par.
One. Yeah.
Well, that's good. What do you got coming up? Anything?
Tomorrow I'm signing up for the San Antonio City Championship.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm not sure what I got going on, but I'll sign up for some tournaments here and there.
Yeah. And how's things been going with short game?
It's going good. Just kind of done with all this rain.
Yeah, we've had a ton. We got like 2 inches the other night. It floods our range. If you've not been out to short game, it floods the range. And we have so much grass, the balls are not actually plugging, I don't think, too bad.
I don't think they are.
So we're just kind of hitting in the mud.
Yeah, we just can't pick them up.
Now, and then our picker was down.
Yeah, that was awful.
This is a sore subject.
He's down for like 5 days.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to mention, but like we typically have a golf cart company that'll come in and repair this thing. This thing breaks down constantly. It's a club car carry-all 500, and they could not get to us for like 10 days. So we're, scrambling, looking for small engine companies. We find one in Hondo. They used to be in Castroville, and give them a call. Yeah, we can get out. Stupid me, I forget to like, hey, what's your rates and things like that, because I'm used to what we normally pay, and they had to replace a significant amount of parts. The guy had to come back multiple times because he wasn't. I don't want to say he didn't know what he was doing, but he missed a part.
Yeah.
And so then I got the bill today, and it was like $1,900, and I'm like, bro. And so I called the guy, and I'm like, you need to take some of the labor off. There's no way he had 6 hours. He goes, no, he didn't have 6 hours. He had 10. I'm like, okay. So I called the normal company we use. I'm like, hey, how much would you guys have charged? $1,200. So he's like $700 over. So I told him, I'm like, you're $700 more than anybody else. And he goes, well, I'm not them. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. Like, I mean, that's like somebody going, except we're pretty inexpensive to come here and practice. But, it's like, hey. And so I paid the bill, and we won't be doing business with them again. It's so short-sighted. I don't understand why small business owners are like that.
I know.
Like, every transaction has the potential to be a 10 or 20-year client.
Yep.
I mean, I hope we're treating people that way when they come in.
Yeah.
That person could put a kid in classes, and then could be in our leagues, could be buying clubs and equipment from us, could be, and it turns into, like Jesse White and his family. They're like family. I mean, I got invited to their gender reveal. I'm sure you did too. I'm not going. I mean, I'll be out of town, but thanks, Cadence. I said, Casey's like, you're not going to come? And I'm like, well, one, I'm out of town, but two, yeah, I would go and hang out with your dad, but I'm not into gender reveals. And so anyways, we'll send him a gift.
Yep.
But Oh, if I disappeared for this AI, so I put in like the topics, like, hey, I want to talk about this. Give me some show notes, and it's like it randomly spits this out. If I disappeared for 30 days and you ran short game, what changes would you make?
Probably nothing. I just keep it going.
He would hire more people.
Schedule more people.
um, Abby, let's see here. Oh, we've got a bunch of stuff on here. We'll just go ahead and jump into this.
Okay.
This is, I have no idea. We may get, okay, so we've got some hate mail. We had a hater that was, they were putting, I got a couple comments this morning, and it's like these comments, gay. It's like that meme. And I'm like, what in the world? And the ones they're doing this on my posts that are like, we just got through cancer with Jehu and blah, blah, blah. And so I kind of responded to him of like, hey, no life without God is, life without God is no life at all. And then I said, I really hope you don't have to go through anything life threatening or whatever. And they're like, they're harassing you from some other posts. We're not going to get into those, but Jehu is a free spirit on social media and
That's what it's for.
and likes to wander into arguments, which is not associated with us or this show or anything,
Nope,
but
just me.
he does that, and they crossed the boundaries and decided to come over and start hating on my page. So I blocked him. Yeah. So I guess that's good. We're getting some visibility. I'm starting to get comments on YouTube, starting to get some likes on the blog, because we have basically I just take the show notes, transcript, and have it kind of converted into a blog and put it out there on my webpage. But I've started getting some likes on that.
That's good.
Yeah, which is nice. We did, we just got back from, me and Destiny from Phoenix. I don't know if you can hear that beeping, but
It's not a bomb, I promise.
no, we've got some food coming out of the oven. But we drove 14 hours to get to Phoenix. The most boring drive from San Antonio to Phoenix. It was like, we have that like auto driving on the car where it'll keep you in the lanes.
Yeah.
And so I put like cruise, and you kind of just bump the wheel like every 60 minutes. I mean, it's just straight forever. It was really pretty out there, no humidity. Destiny had a T4. We did a podcast in our Airbnb. It was a little bit of an adventure because our first Airbnb, the air conditioner was not working. And the lady's like, well, we're on a boiler system. I don't even know what that is. But it was blazing hot, and I could not sleep all night. I mean, it was ridiculous. And I emailed, it's like no refunds on these. And I'm like, give us our money back. I'm out of here. And I went ahead and booked another place, and we went there at like 6:00 in the morning. I was sweating buckets.
Yeah.
It was awful. It was miserable. I was so mad. But they did give us our money back, so that was
That's
nice.
good. Yeah.
Let's see here. We've got family stories. We had the paintball one. Those are going actually pretty good. Speaking of Abigail, Abby recently had a baby.
Yep.
Jasmine Ella. I didn't even know the baby had a middle name until I saw that. And yeah, it's super cool. She's super sweet. She fell asleep while I was holding her, or she was maybe asleep while I was.
She slept the whole time I held her.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's fun. That's our second grandbaby. Elijah's got a boy, and now Abby's got a girl. And I guess we're starting that part of our life.
Yeah.
But I did want to talk about that a little bit. So this may not be for everybody, but I don't love experts. Okay. So this is how it is. We've had 7 children ourselves. We are an expert on having babies. We've had 2 of them at home. We did some home births early on. We're into, I don't know, like I would just say like kind of natural, maybe some even old fashioned stuff.
Yeah.
And every time, as we've had kids, as it's gotten progressively like we live in this medical world where they want to, your kid's born, they want to give you 30 shots right away. So this isn't to condemn anybody that does that, but there is a thing called freedom and parental rights, and you can do what you see fit with your kid. And that's what we've done with ours. We've done what we see fit with our kids. And, but every time we get these interactions with these nurses that probably don't even have kids, I remember when we had Samuel, when we first had kids, we could get out of the hospital within 6 hours.
Yeah,
And
that's nice.
after all the moms know this, after you have a baby, um, you're kind of exhausted. And the last thing you want is to be sleeping in a uncomfortable hospital bed. Your baby's in a little plastic container,
Yeah.
and dad's on this sorry excuse for a couch. And so you want to get home, you want to get settled into your home, especially with us. We had family and friends that lived close by. They would always help. And so we're kind of like that. So we go into these things. Well, now it's like, well, they want to keep you 48 hours.
Yeah.
It's getting insane. It's the worst night's sleep of your life. And I'm like, I don't think they can do that. So Abby is a fighter. And so she's going to challenge everything, but she's kind of asking us, like, well, they're telling us this because they like to scare you, right? Well, in Texas, parents don't have rights. We had this at, when we had Samuel, we were in the hospital. A young pediatrician came in. I don't even remember what this was over, but it was like we were opting out of a certain shot or something for him as a newborn. And she's like, well, if you don't get that, we can call CPS and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, you can't. And you can't keep us here. Go get your boss now. So she does. And he's an older guy and he comes in and goes, they're right. It doesn't matter your opinion of how they parent, but they're allowed to do what they want. And she had to stick it.
Yep.
So you have these, and I'm sure, we probably got people listening go, oh, you guys are nuts. That's fine. You can think that. You can think whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care what you think of how we live our lives. We're going to live our lives how we want to live our lives. And you get to live your life how you want to live. And I'm not going to judge you. And I don't care how you live your life.
Exactly.
So anyways, this nurse with Abby, I'm probably embellishing this a little bit because I wasn't there firsthand, but she said, oh, so you're AMA. And it's like, what's AMA? Against medical advice. And I'm like,
pretty much.
Well, that's the dumbest thing in the world. Let me tell you why we're against medical advice or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Let's go to COVID. Okay. I really want to talk about this. This is the dumbest thing. So we go into COVID. No, it doesn't matter your stance on this thing. There, you can investigate. There's all kinds of things. They had cures for it and they were suppressing that. Everyone has to get this shot. Okay. You are going to get this shot. And it's mandatory if you basically want to live your life. Go anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so I go to the local hospital? Oh, no. We're not doing the shots there. Where are we doing it? You remember that abandoned Shell gas station?
Yeah, totally.
There's going to be a white van. And you just run through that and yeah, we'll give you the shot.
Aren't we told as kids to stay away from just white
It's
pants?
like, I'm like, are you kidding me? And if you want to really talk about that, we have a friend who's a pharmacist at a Walmart. I'm not going to say where, but at a Walmart. And she opted out. She said, I refuse to give that COVID shot. Why? She goes, Joe, every vaccine that comes in with a list of ingredients, they have instructions, here's your procedures. She said the COVID shot comes in and it's in just a plain white box, no instructions, no ingredients, nothing. She goes, I could be injecting people with gasoline for all I know.
Yeah, exactly. That's disgusting.
Yeah, so that's why we're against medical. I'm not against medical advice. I have friends that are doctors. I have physicians, doctors, physicians' assistants that I give lessons to. And they're all kind of the same mind when you talk to them. They go, yeah, like a lot of our illnesses are caused from obesity. A lot of our issues here in America are because we overeat and can't tell ourselves no. So when you tell us, oh, you're AMA and you want to label me as AMA, yeah, I'm not going to go down a random weird alley and have some stranger shove a needle in my arm as I drive off and go back to my house. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
We were in the golf business during COVID since we're on this. They made us put pool noodles in the hole.
Yeah, that was the gayest thing ever.
So dumb. Okay. So dumb. We're playing the San Antonio Championship, Junior Championship. We decided to go down there. It's outside. Okay. They made all these rules. Only one parent can come down and watch their kid. It's an outdoor park.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. They escort a mother screaming off of Brackenridge Park in San Antonio. This is real. Like, I'm like, Is anybody care about this stuff? So we play the first day. Next day they send an email out and go, prior to day 2, we will do temperature checks. And I email and I go immediately, and I imagine every parent did. And I said, you are not a doctor. And we're outside and we're not abiding by this. So give us our money back. We're pulling out of the championship. And immediately we get an email back. Actually, on second thought, we're not going to do temperature checks. If you don't feel good, just don't show up. Hey, there's an idea.
Yeah.
If you don't feel good, don't show up. I don't know how much you remember this because you guys were younger, but John Rahm was leading the Memorial Championship, which is going on right now.
6-shot lead.
And they come up and they go, you tested positive for COVID. Well, I don't show any symptoms. Oh, yeah. That's the thing. You could be deathly sick and not have any symptoms.
Yeah, right. And he had a
they pulled him out.
lead.
So they pulled him out. Why did he go to live again? I mean, guys, come on now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was like within 6 foot. I remember, I have no idea what, like somebody just got me started on this the other day and we started talking and I'm like, oh, I remember that. So we were out at a golf course and we had to shuttle people down to the far end of the range. I said, let us do our classes down there. Okay. Well, I get a guy that he's from, like, this just tells you everything you need to know. He moved in from like Oregon. Okay. He shows up, he reaches out. Hey, are you guys doing classes during right now? I go, yeah. We had the kid in classes before. So they show up. The kid looks like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I can tell he's been hiding in his basement for fear that the world's ending. We shuttled them down there. Or I maybe
No, they drove down.
Yeah. We gave a cart to them, and we tried to do that with as many as we could. And like, just to be fair, I was not into the masks and stuff, but we had the kids have these like little bandanas or something. You guys would like pull up that American flag one, or like a MAGA or something, just to let everybody know where we stood. And so he drives down, and I can tell they're like kind of freaking out. Well, these group classes, we line everybody up on the range. Kids are hitting. Kids have golf clubs in their hands, okay? And so he's like outraged that nobody has a mask. I can tell like something's going on. I go, hey, what's going on? He goes, I don't think this is for us. I said, okay, no worries. I'll refund your money. They leave. Midnight, I get a text. I mean, it's like one of those like 5 texts combined. I mean, it's huge. It's like a book. You are the worst person in all of society, and people like you are the ones that are, and it's like this raging. And I go, who do you think you are? Go back to your basement and go hide, like whatever. I go, if you're afraid, why'd you even come out?
Yeah.
Like, give me a break.
How miserable is that life going to be? Just living your life in fear.
You moved from Oregon to Texas, and you're shocked that we're conservative?
Yeah, like,
oh my gosh. Like, what are you talking
wake up
about?
call, buddy.
It's like, good grief. Yeah, so I'm just telling you, like, that's why we're AMA, which I'm not AMA. I have doctors that we would consult with and stuff, and we love them. But yeah, that's the distrust. So speaking of that, this has kind of formed all mine. I was not a conspiracy theorist before COVID. I am now. I'm sorry. I am. You could float a conspiracy theory. I'm probably going to believe it.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see here. We got short game. Data centers taking over Texas. Okay. So here's my deal. We have a local commissioner, nice guy, very conservative, old man. Okay. This is not like, I think they would call this ageism. Yeah. Old people don't know how to use computers. This is, it's a fact. Okay. They can't even probably, I'm sorry, but they probably don't understand what these data centers, like they don't understand AI. They're not going to use AI. That's not being mean. That's just probably a blanket statement by and large.
Yeah.
And so you would think they're all going to be against these data centers, right? That's what I would think.
No.
Because I can think of a ton. No, he's all for them. Every post on his Facebook is what a benefit these data centers are. We're not getting jobs out of them. They're using our natural resources. I'm trying to figure out why we're getting so many down here,
Yeah, like, the amount of water they're using is insane.
and they can't recycle it.
Yeah.
So we have a friend that is a engineer for Oracle, and she's in charge of the data centers. And so I asked her. She goes, "They can't reuse water." I said, "Will it use a lot of water?" She goes, "Oh, yeah." And I'm like, "We already don't have water down here.
Yeah.
We're already in Medina County getting most of our water stolen by the by SAW, San Antonio Water, whatever they are. They're pulling it from what would normally have been used to irrigate farms and stuff. San Antonio gets to pull that. That's why Medina Lake probably will never fill up again. It's
Yeah.
not that we just need rain. It's that so much of that is being pulled. That was put in there to irrigate for these farmers.
Yep.
So, water usage, power usage, and they're like, "Oh, he's like, it's so good." And I'm like, "Why is he posting all this? Are they getting paid? Are these elected officials getting paid to vote for these data centers and not oppose them?"
Oh, I would not be shocked.
I mean, we got a 1,000,000 square foot Microsoft one coming from down the road. And look, I'm a capitalist. I love jobs. I love job creation. I like technology. I like expansion, growth, all of those things. But something feels so off about these.
Yeah. It would be different if we were getting more than, like, 200 jobs
And
for a place that size.
they're not providing jobs here locally.
Yeah.
It's all people that are
It's
coming in.
remote.
Yeah, or they come in. I heard one guy told me, he goes, the best job you can get is a maintenance man at the data center, because he goes, we owe MasterCard like $10,000 a second that server's down. He goes, so if so much as a light bulb needs changed, that dude just has to like kind of tape it off and call a company in, because they have to make sure that they don't lose power. He told me the reason they're coming here is because of constant ground temperature, lack of severe weather, things like that. And then you're like, okay, what what does I mean, they're betting on AI taking over the world. I don't know. I just said I'm like, I want to see what inside one of those things. So I told somebody,
Yeah.
I'm just joking, but I was like, you guys remember COVID? This is how it came up. I go, you remember COVID? How they were like trying to lock people in their houses, right? I mean, California was, well, I think Australia or China. You can look this up. This is true. China welded people inside their houses. They welded their doors shut.
Yeah. That is I'd like to see somebody try that here.
Australia had like concentration camps. And so I go, it is kind of weird that these data centers are going up in really conservative areas. It's probably just cells with beds.
We all know they wanna be able to lock any of this up, though.
Yeah. And so what we've started to see here in Medina County, Texas, and we're probably seeing this all over Texas, is land values are going sky high. So Microsoft's paying a lot of money for this land. And so now all our tax assessments are coming in and they're high. The dumb thing about property tax is, one, you can pay your home off and you still, owe taxes on
Yeah.
it, which is awful. But the problem is we're not selling our houses. So it's just going up. My taxes are just going up and up. And I'm like, that's like if I had a stock and that stock, let's say that stock is up $300,000, but I haven't cashed it out yet. That money's not in my hand. That's called an unrealized gain. That was one of the things Kamala Harris was trying to run on was, oh, well, we're going to tax unrealized gains. Well, that's the dumbest thing in the world. What if it plummets? So that's the thing with your property tax. They go, well, it could go down. We're just our land values are going sky high, but it's not like we have buyers lined up,
Yeah,
everybody
exactly.
to buy our land.
And if our taxes are so high, why do our roads still suck?
Yeah, I know they're awful. In Texas,
They're
our roads
worse
are
than
terrible.
any other state.
Who benefits from these data centers?
Yeah, I have no clue.
Is this the next oil boom?
No.
I mean, everybody's going, AI is taking over everything. I'm like, well, what if it doesn't?
I don't think it will.
What if it doesn't? And these all, I mean, who knows? I don't know what these do, but I guarantee this. If one of those goes belly up, that 1,000,000 square foot one, I'm going to snatch in and grab it for pennies on the dollar and put a short game inside there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I mean, I did call our commissioner, and he's like, he goes, no, they're not getting tax incentives or things like that. But I don't think that's true. Like down here in Medina County, like Jesse White, I should have asked him about this on the last podcast he was on. but there was a bill that gave like, I think this was under Biden or maybe Obama, who knows, but it was basically to get high-speed internet out to rural areas. And it was a lot of money given here to Medina County. Well, Jesse lives out in the sticks, and he wanted them to do that. Well, they gave all that money to Microsoft. Medina County gave that money to Microsoft to get high-speed internet. And he called them because he told me this story. He goes, they said, well, you know, that it's more beneficial for them. And it's like, yeah, but that's not what it was supposed to go to. It's really sick.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not a fan of these data centers. And what I'm trying to figure out, I was talking about this with Mom. I don't align with Democrats on anything, but there's a lot of them opposing these things. And I'm like, why? Maybe I'm not seeing the picture here.
Yeah.
But I do think, I think our local elected officials are getting money from these. That's the only thing that explains an older guy lobbying for data centers.
Yeah.
And I would have had him primaried if I would have known. Maybe next time. But anyways, yeah, I would like to know. I want to know what's going on in there. So, and before I get into the next one, Google and I think Microsoft has this Mosquito project. Have you heard about this?
I've heard something about it.
They're going to release a bunch of sterile male mosquitoes to go out and they can't reproduce, and it'll decimate the mosquito population and reduce transmission. This is Google and Microsoft. Like Bill Gates is involved with this. I'm like, shouldn't you have to have a permit to do that?
That feels illegal.
I know.
Even with a permit.
I know. It's like, hey, Joe McNeil at Short Game has been modifying some.
We've created tigers.
Yeah.
We're gonna release them everywhere.
Yeah, it's like,
don't worry. It's gonna help the population of tigers here.
Genetically modified mosquitoes.
Like, how do we know there's not like just diseases they put?
I
on
know.
them?
I know. You have no idea. And so, yeah, I don't trust them. I don't think they should be involved in that. I don't think they should be allowed to do that. But they are doing it. And so then everybody's so concerned about, yeah, but what if a super disease came?
Oh,
well, let me tell you what the worst that would happen. You would suffer and die a horrible death.
everybody's gonna die one day.
You are. So yeah, I have a huge problem with that.
Yeah.
So, and then that leads to this. We have Screwworm here in South Texas. Have you heard about this?
Mm-hmm.
So I have this, I work with this guy's boy. I may get this guy on the podcast, but he's basically Steve Ranella, meat eater dude. He's a wildlife biologist. And so he has all this, he has to deal with this stuff. And so he tells me about this. And I'm like, yeah, I saw that. Is that serious? He goes, yeah, it's serious. Beef costs are going to go sky high. So it's a fly. It lands on an open wound and then has maggots.
Yep.
And they'll eat the things. And it was previously eradicated, but now it's been detected in South Texas. Cattle losses, deer losses. He said it's going to be massive. And he said an open wound would be like that cow having a baby and then the umbilical cord on that calf. And they'll get in there and they're going to kill all the calves. It's a fly. How do you keep a fly away? So I go, how do you treat that? And he said the same thing basically that they're going to do with the mosquitoes is release these sterile flies. I get it. There's people way smarter than me. And it's like, no, this is science. This is how we deal with these things. But I feel like you're messing in an area that God never intended you to mess in.
Yeah. You're playing a scary part right there.
Yeah. And so it's like, well, if that's how they're handling mosquitoes and all that stuff, right? Is that how they're trying to handle people? They're trying to make an entire generation sterile so that, I mean, now I'm going off.
They're freaks.
Yeah. It's not good.
Can't get canceled.
We can't get canceled. We don't have that big of an audience. So like we can say whatever we want. We're not for transgenderism. I know this is Pride Month, but you know that's
American
a sin.
Pride.
You know that's a sin.
Yeah.
Pride is a sin. It's one of the 7 deadly sins, they say. Yeah, it's not good.
You know how they all have like bright hair? It's like, look at any creature in the world. Bright colors mean stay away.
Yeah, it's awful. And I do feel sad for people that don't know who they are and they need their identity affirmed, I do feel bad because God created you specifically with a purpose. God has a plan for your life and meaning for your life.
Yep.
And I'm sorry that, all these so-called experts have told you you weren't born a boy, or you were born a boy, but you should have been a girl, or a girl and should have. And I'm sorry that, people have abused you or been mean and all kinds of things. I don't take any of that lightly. It's horrific. And, I pray that stuff comes to the end. And, my solution for that would not be to ostracize all those people, but I do think they need some healing. And I think they need, someone. I think they never had anybody in their life to affirm their identity.
Yep.
And it's sad. Yeah. So screwworm in South Texas, cattle losses, beef supply prices. Why is it not being talked about? So my commissioner, he goes, hey, look at all this. And you guys want to bicker on data centers. That's what got me back on the data centers. I go, why'd you mention data centers? Like, what are you doing,
Yeah.
dude? Like,
Why does he care so much?
this is bizarre. And then you got the Mosquito project. Like, we got all kinds of things. Okay. Finally. And you can weigh in on any of these things that you want. Well, do you want to weigh in on anything so far?
I already know what this one is.
Oh, this one makes me so mad. Yeah. The San Antonio Spurs are in the NBA Finals. I used to be an NBA fan growing up. I followed Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson were playing when I was watching. The Pistons were the bad boys. It was great. It was great. It was physical. The game was physical. I loved watching the NBA. And at some point, Jordan retired. I kind of just, morphed over to college basketball and the NFL, and never really picked it up again. My favorite player retired. And so I haven't watched in at least 25 years.
And it sucks.
But the Spurs, which Samuel kind of wants to get into it. And, I'm like, that's fun. I like basketball. But the Spurs are in the NBA Finals. Of course, we want to root for them. They're our local team. I'm kind of excited. I already talked about how I tried to get involved and Wemby got ejected for this sissy elbow. They kicked him out of the game, and I'm like, I can't do it. Well, I saw this. This is getting eyes, and I don't get this. Okay, so they're doing the national anthem, and they're all
but two guys.
Yeah, and Wemby's from France. You're over here making a gazillion dollars off of our nation, and you're crossing your arms during the national anthem. You know what? If I was over in France and they're doing a national anthem and you're supposed to have your hand over your heart, that's what I'm going to do.
It's respectful. To me, it's pretty simple. If you don't like the country, just get out and don't come back. We don't want you here anyways.
Right. Then leave. And so that whole team, completely disrespectful. I love my country. I am patriotic. And I think if you hate it, just go. If I hated some place, I'm going to leave.
Exactly. That's what.
But instead, you gotta fold your arms like that. And so I'm going on the record here. I'm sure the New York Knicks aren't any better, but they're not my home team. I'm not rooting for the Spurs.
I already wasn't. And then now this gives me some more fuel to hope the Spurs just get their butts kicked.
Yeah. I'm just like, why do you got to do that? Why do you got to disrespect this country? You are making more money than anybody. I mean, most people never have the opportunity to make what these guys make.
Yeah.
NFL, NBA, MLB, whatever it may be. Play your sport. You can have your political beliefs. I don't care about that. But you're here and we're all like, oh yeah, I'm with you. I hate this country too. Well, then what are you attending the game for?
Yeah.
Would you like to live in China where they weld you inside your house? Or how about this? They have you, this one's going all over, and this one's true. There's a guy, I heard it on Mike Rowe's podcast, that China has this thing attached to this hospital, and they basically keep people alive until they're living organ donors.
Yeah.
And so you're over there, and then they're like, hey, we're coming for your liver. And then they discard the body. I mean, it's morbid, it's disgusting, but there's a guy writing a book. It's true.
Yeah.
So you could go live over there where there's no clean water. And you don't have to agree with everything that goes on in this country. I don't agree with everything that goes on in
But
this
it's like,
country.
it's not even political at this point. It's just like literally just like
Yeah.
respect the country you live in or get out.
Yeah. It's like to me when the teams win the Super Bowl and then they get invited by the president, which is tradition, or maybe not even the Super Bowl, it could be NBA or whatever.
Mhm.
They get invited and they don't go. And I'm like, look, we've had a lot of presidents I haven't liked and I haven't agreed with them politically, but if my team was invited, I would have I would have went. Because I respect the office and I respect this country and I love this country.
You know who would go? Jackson Dart.
Yeah, he's in super hot water for announcing the president. He's the number one jersey sales. I'm like, what's the deal?
Oh, he's freaking awesome.
Yeah. So, which, I'm sorry, but this country is a lot more conservative than people think. Yeah. But like we had athletes announcing Barack Obama and we had celebrities doing that. And guess what? I didn't say anything because that's their right to do that.
Exactly.
We're just asking that you don't protest right before a game. That's really dumb. We came there to watch the game, not fold your arms and well, then leave.
Exactly.
If you don't agree with it, then leave. It's not even your home country anyways. So if you're from France and France is your home, why don't you play basketball in France?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, because there's no money.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, so let's see here. Jehu, best thing happening in your life right now. This is AI.
Getting to play golf tournaments again, I would say. And then working here is fun.
Best thing happening in short game.
Honestly, all the growth this year from last year has been really good.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see.
Biggest problem facing Texas.
Liberals.
I think, and what's sad is it's not even a differing like, hey, we're going to have a different political view because we can't have discussion anymore. We can't sit down with somebody. And this is what's so sad to me because when we were in Indiana, I had a lot of liberal friends and liberal clients in my business. We did not agree politically at all, but I could
still get along with them.
I could go
outside
to breakfast with them.
Yep.
We could hang out. We could talk sports. We knew we did. And it feels like there's not that anymore. And I don't like that.
You can't go anywhere without them making it miserable. You bring up anything and they have to play the victim about it. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's sad. Would you rather fight one horse-sized mosquito or 100 mosquito-sized horses?
Okay, well, is the mosquito?
I don't know. This is
the mosquito horse size still like easy to squish as a mosquito?
I don't know. A horse-sized mosquito? I don't ever want to see that thing.
Well, no, but like
it's like Hot Shots.
And
do you remember that guy giving up all the blood?
Wait, and then do the horses just like? Yeah, I'd fight the horses. I'd just walk all over.
Any movies coming out? I saw Nate Bargatze's Breadwinner. I want to see that.
July 31st, Spider-Man.
July 31st, Spider-Man. Like August 15th is this movie I saw a trailer for yesterday. Definitely going to watch it. It's called like The End of Oak Street. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
It's Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor. Obi-Wan.
Oh, Ewan.
Huh?
Ewan.
It looks like EWAN. Ewan? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi and Princess Diaries. They're they go to bed and whatever, they wake up and their entire neighborhood overnight like transported back in time into the Jurassic period or whatever made up period that dinosaurs lived. And it actually kind of looks like when I say scary, like probably for little kids maybe, but they're running from dinosaurs the whole time in their neighborhood. And this lady's like out on her porch and they're like, go. And one jumps up and takes her head off. And I'm like, I kind of want to watch that. So, yeah, I want to go see that when that comes out. But let me see what else we got. Oh my man! I mean, AI is crazy. It's going all over the place. Any more? I'm trying to think if we had any more family anything. I'm trying to animate your story when you got choked out. That might have been the last time you were on here. But
I think it was.
I got it to create a cartoon, and it's pretty funny of Abby. But I want to get it animated, and I'm going to start playing that. One thing I am going to start doing on my YouTube. So Instagram's growing like crazy. The Masters Reels have helped.
Yep.
And the podcast is growing, and we put that out on YouTube, and it's fine. It's doing good. But my YouTube subscribers just barely crawl. We're at like 172. It's very small, and I want to get to 1,000. That's like kind of my goal. And I'm not exactly sure how to do that, but what I'm going to do, because I'm traveling a lot this year, we just got back from Arizona. I bought like a little attachment for the phone, and so that I can kind of record, and mics, and I'm going to try to tell the story of each individual tournament. So it won't necessarily be a focus on Destiny, but like, hey, what's it like inside an AJGA Invitational?
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll help or not, but I'm going to put those out on YouTube. Yep. The next one, we've got, we'll be in Fort Wayne, Indiana, leave a week from today, next Friday. And then which is the 12th through the 18th.
Is that one an invitational?
That's an invite. Yep. The winner of that one gets an LPGA exemption in November. It's pretty cool, but really, really good players. Asterisk Tally's in it. So yeah, every time you see her in it, you're like, oh, she's going to win. But yeah, it'll be a good experience. And then, Destiny already talked about what she's got going, but she also got an exemption into the Junior PGA up in Frisco, Texas. So you get to play the East and the West there, and it'll be good. Summer's filling out. So spring, the camps are going great.
Yeah.
So those are really good. And life is chugging along. We're having a good time down here in Castroville, Texas.
Yep.
So this has been episode 21. Please lodge your complaints with, you can put them in the comments, please, on YouTube. You can comment on my blog at coachjoemcneil.com. You can comment on my Instagram or Jay's Instagram. And come on, let us have it. You guys are ridiculous. We disagree with you. That's all right, but you listened anyways.
Yep. Well, that's part of America.
Yeah.
I disagree.
This has been episode 21. And thank you for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Hello. You're still there. Great. Hit like, subscribe, make sure the bell's on. You won't miss another one of these fantastic episodes.